Hey guys, it's me Christian with our Wednesday night update. I hope you guys are doing great. It is pretty hot. I mean, we're like in the beginning of the summer. It's I'm living inside my house right now. There's no way in hell that I step out outside unless I need to go outside. And even then, like I just complain about it. It's like, damn, it's fucking just hot, it's just very icky. I mean, can't it just be like a nice 79 degrees all the time? But that's just not life. But it's been a while since we had an update, and I hope you guys are doing great. Like my work, they're you know, the, we'll start with my work update. Well, they're splitting up our departments, and it seems like I'm gonna go with my buddy, uh, the assistant manager. He's gonna have his own department. They're gonna make him the manager, so they're gonna bring me into like his team. But like they don't know when it's gonna happen. But it was today. The assistant manager told me that because of whether the girl is at work, she's pregnant. She's gonna be on maternity leave. Unfortunately, I have to come in the office at least once a week, which is not bad. You know what I mean? I'm counting my blessings. That's still pretty good. Once a week is not that bad. When it happens, well, I'll let you guys know. It's been, the number one thing I'm worried about going back in the office isn't COVID. It's if I'm going to be able to fit in my pants. Because my mom, she's been feeding me like a lot of bad food. Like today, she made me like a quesadilla, and it wasn't like a flimsy one. It was like a restaurant style quesadilla, like cheese, meat, like pico de gallo. It was bomb. I was like, Mom, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to kill me? And then the night before, I come home from work and John's making. I didn't know what he was making, but he made like a side dish of mac and cheese with bacon. I'm like, John, what are you secretly planning to kill me? But you know what? I'm gonna die with like with a fork in my hand. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. Uh, you know, um, with everything that's been going on right now in our country, it's no secret Roe versus Wade was struck down this last week, and it's crazy the time like we're living in right now. Because I remember when I was in the eighth grade, and my teacher, Mr. Roper, said it was very important for us to vote because it's very easy for the Supreme Court to turn the other side, and if they do that, it's very possible that the Roe way could be overturned. And at the time I was being a little kid, and I didn't give a shit. I mean, like it didn't seem possible. And then like here we are, like when I was in this, like what, over 20 years, 25 years since eighth grade or something, and it actually happened. It happened. It was like I woke up, like I was working, and then I heard on the news that Roe versus Wade was overturned in the Supreme Court. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like it's like the red, like the GOP is just lighting everything on fire, like everything for like minorities and women. They're just like just giving it away, like what I mean. They're just like tearing it down. They just want the 1950s America, you know what I mean, white and proud. It kind of drives me nuts because the GOP prides themselves for having a government that leaves you alone to let you do your own thing. But as long as you worship the same God, you're Caucasian and you believe in the same thing, it's like, well, that's not why this country was founded. Like it literally says, like, all men are created equal, and that separation of church and state. And I'm watching these videos on TikTok, but these right wingers, like they're like, I don't know, like the evangelicals are talking about, like, no, this country was founded on Christian values, and the government has no say over this country because it's the Christianity, like the Christian faith dominates what the government says. And they're rejoicing over what's going on with Roe versus Wade, and it's tragic. You know what I mean? I mean, people are they're worried that if somebody accidentally has a miscarriage, that they could be prosecuted by the state. And that's possible. Who knows? It's fucking nuts. It's like we're living in some kind of like 1984, like like one of those crazy dystopian movies. And I'm kind of scared of the way like the country is going, because this is going to lead to like civil unrest, and God forbid somebody from the left starts they start killing each other. It's like a civil war, brother against brother. I mean, we're probably having like, most likely we're having like a cold civil war right now. And it's just very trippy to live right now in this time. Like I've been seeing like a lot of tweets and Google tweets and Facebook posts about comparing what's going on with the Handmaid's Tale. I've seen a lot of Handmaid's Tale posters going around. And if you guys haven't seen the Handmaid's Tale, you guys should check it out. It's based on this book, popular book that was written like over 30 years ago, and they made it into like a Hulu TV show. It was also made into a movie back in the 70s, but it's about like the United States. Well, the version that's on Hulu is the United States. They were taken down by this religious group, and they take down like the Washington, and they split out the America turns into this country called Gilead, and in this story, women can they can't read, they can't like hold it anything like any political power. It's just the men, and also like since the population of the birth control is going down, the handmaidens they're basically like surrogates. They get raped like for the generals to have kids, and they're called the handmaidens, and they have like these. Yeah, it's very like you guys should check it out. It's like watching that TV show. It gets your blood boiling, and the fact that like in this TV show they show you the backstory, how everything came to be. It's really riveting, and the Handmaid's Tale is coming back in September, and I hope it's the fourth season, because I hate that when popular series they stick around for too long and they start dragging out, and it sort of feels like last season it kind of dragged out a little bit until like they gave us that what I wanted to see as a viewer as a season finale. So I'm curious to see how, if hopefully they wrap it up. But you know what? Another thing that's been going on this week is that both what's his name, R. Kelly and Maxwell, they both were sentenced this week in New York for sex trafficking. And the interesting thing about this is that R. Kelly, he was sentenced for 30 years, and Maxwell was sentenced for 20 years. And they both have, I mean, it's both sex trafficking, and I would think that the Maxwell chick, she would get even more time, because she like this was like a ring, like an elite ring, where like the elites were going to this sex island to have sex with minors. And R. Kelly didn't have like like an island. He had like a dirty basement. But like, well, like, why is it one? I mean, they're both tried in New York, so why is R. Kelly getting 30 years and Maxwell only getting 20? Is it because like R. Kelly is black and she's white? She has more money. Well, she obviously has more money. But yeah, it's just what's going on right now. It's kind of like it's it's so strange to live in this time right now. And I mean, what do you guys think about this? What's going on with R. Kelly? I mean, like, it's a good thing that they're both being sentenced for like a long time, but why is it that one's getting more years than the other when they both have the same type of offense? They're both outrageous. I don't personally know. The only thing I could do is just comment and give my opinion. And my opinion is that I believe that Maxwell should get more time than R. Kelly, or get the same time, or like just have them in jail for the rest of their lives. Which I think with the Maxwell lady, she's 60 years old, and R. Kelly's 55, so they're kind of like the same generation. So they'll most I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna live to see to get out of prison. It's a possibility, but it's slim. It's considering their age. But I hope I didn't bring you guys down. What do you guys think about what's been going on? Like with since the 4th of July is happening next week, I've been seeing also posts that hey Ariana, thank you for commenting and for doing the podcast last week. That was really really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's streaming right now on YouTube and Facebook. But like, going back, what my initial thought is that, like, are people feeling patriotic enough to celebrate the 4th of July? I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are going to probably burn the American flag on July 4th. I'm speculating, but it's not out of I'm pretty sure that's going to happen, because I mean, who's feeling patriotic right now? Like, for the people from the left, we feel like we got kicked in the balls. I mean, I enjoy my holidays, and I'm gonna spend it with my family, my friends. I'm gonna barbecue, do that stuff, and just contemplate like what's been going on, and like, should we even celebrate the 4th of July? At this point, like, should we just kind of like like what's it called, do like we just boycott 4th of July for for not living up to the freedoms that we're supposed to get. It's just fucked up. Let's see what Ariana says. I feel like they aren't. They are saying to wear black and don't show any American love. Thanks for having me. Yeah, like yeah, it's just I don't know. I know like there are people. There is a sentiment right now that there. Why should we celebrate the Fourth of July if things are going to shit in this country? As in, our rights are being like taken away. And really, I've been watching like I stopped listening to this podcast, Tim Pool, because they were talking shit about gay pride, and they were showing pictures. They were talking shit about like there was a bunch of gay flags in Australia, and they said it was like a cult, and they didn't think it was right. I'm like, dude, it's just once a month, It's like, well, how is this a cult? Like, you guys, draping yourself in the American flag, that seems pretty cultish to me. Um, it's just and like I stopped listening to that because it was just boiling up my blood. I wasn't enjoying the podcast because they usually tout that they're like centrist, but the way they've been talking, like this podcast that's been listened to, they're not. They're moving far into the right, and as a listener, I stopped listening and I started listening to other stuff that gets me. I've been watching things that are like escapism, just like watching just documentaries on filmmaking and watching Charlie Rose and all that. But the fact still remains the same, even though I'm done watching. I get out of that escapism for a little bit. We're still like in reality, and the reality is, it's the domino effect. I mean, the next thing that's on the table is gay marriage, and then contraception. What else? Like, I even heard rumors that they're going to make it illegal for interracial couples to marry in some states because it's not correct protected in the Constitution. I'm like, I hope I'm not hearing that right because that sounds pretty ridiculous. But I don't know. I hope the aliens come down. The aliens come down and save us because apparently we can't do it on our own. So yeah, it's just it's very it shouldn't be tricky. It should just be like an obvious thing where they should just leave us alone to live our best lives, and just people have to butt in, to tell us what to do and how to, telling women how to protect their own how to protect their bodies, telling them what to do. It's unfortunate. And I was wondering what you guys think about everything with like Fourth of July coming up. If you guys feel the need to celebrate, or if you guys are going to boycott the Fourth of July, what are you guys going to do? Are you guys going to any protests? I know like the instant like Roe versus Wade overturned, I saw like the trans community that I follow, they started protesting in LA, and it's been nonstop, and the fight's just barely begun, and we'll let you know what's going on for weeks to come, because this is unfortunately it just seems like the beginning. you know um, but yeah, let's go on to something a little lighter. I'm going to talk about like what I've been watching to get me out of this this dark mood that's set over this nation. um, Last week we saw this movie, Beavis and Butthead Do America. Like the last time they came on was like, I think it was in 1998, 1999, the last movie. But like Paramount Plus, they threw like a bunch of money to Mike Judd, to make a follow up to the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America. So in Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, it's a pretty interesting topic, interesting premise. So they go to science camp because for whatever reason, and the the head honchos at the science camp, they're preparing to go to space. And of course, Beavis and Butthead start fucking around with this device that like mimics like masturbating, and they're all like, "Wow, these kids are natural. Like, we need to take them up in space because these guys could do it like a-okay." And I was like, "All right." And so they go up in space, and of course they fuck it up, and they get launched into this black hole, zapping them into the year our year 2022, and there's they go through they start they discover the iPhone, and like going into like they walk into a college and learn about like white privilege. And it's almost like this, it's almost like the same premise of like Beavis and Butthead Do America, where like the feds are trying to get Beavis and Butthead because they have like this disc. And in this new movie, again, like this government, they're trying to get Beavis and Butthead because they think they're aliens, and and because the lady that she was the personnel that they were with, like in space, they became governor, and they're trying to find Beavis and Butthead, and it's just like a cat and mouse game. They're trying to get them before the other department gets them, and it's it's funny. I think that movie is it ran 20 minutes too long, but I think if you like Beavis and Butthead, you'll enjoy that movie because it's the same comedy. I found it pretty funny, and it just like with Alex, that wasn't his generation, and he didn't find it too humorous. They both, John and Alex, both thought it was dumb. I actually want to watch it again because I've been watching clips on it on my TikTok. Like there's been clips on the movie coming up on my feed, and they make me laugh. Another thing that I've been watching is the Umbrella Academy, which is streaming right now on Netflix, and it's based on the graphic novel. But it's really cool. It's about uh, you know, Elliot Page is in this show, and in this season, they helped transition that character into Victor, like the character. Yeah, like you see you see Elliot Page right there, and the way they did was really crafty. But at the same time, I've been reading these comments, and they said it was forced, and they shouldn't have done it. Of course, like people have their fucking opinion. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? Like it didn't bug me. And what I liked about it is that the family was accepting, her like his transition into a male, and they didn't really make it into like too much of a big deal. And it's I with this season, I felt like it was just it dragged on. I think they went 3 or 4 episodes longer than it was should have because there's one episode where this one character got married, and like the world was ending around them. I'm like, really, you guys are like having a wedding as the world? I mean, I guess, but the episode was too fucking long. It's just like it should have been wrapped up, and I wasn't counting the episodes, but they just felt like forever. They should have shortened it down for reals, but it was uh it was okay. Like I enjoyed season 1 and 2; they're really good. But this season, I don't know what season there are. I think there might be in season 3, but it was okay. It was okay. Um, I don't know. Like I don't know if you guys been watching those two. If you watched the Umbrella Academy, I want to see the Police Academy for some reason. But yeah, if you guys been watching the Umbrella Academy, it's pretty good. And they left it they left it as a an open ending. So I think there's going to be another season to the Umbrella Academy. And also, I thought that the Stranger Things was going to come back like in October in time for Halloween, but I found out a couple weeks ago that they're coming back in July, and it's not coming back as an episode; it's coming back as in one long ass movie. They said it's going to be longer than the Avengers movie, the Endgame. The one with Thanos does this. Yeah, they say it's going to be longer than that, and I'm curious to see. I don't know if I could sit around. Well, I guess I already do binge watch that much TV already, so I am going to check it out because that show is pretty good. I love it. I just love that. I don't know what style it is. Just I love the way the storytelling it is. The way the storytelling in the Stranger Things. I just love it. It just works for me. It's to me. I enjoy it. It's riveting. Like I can't wait for the how it's gonna end, and I'll be pretty sad when it ends too. Because have you ever been watching like these TV shows that you've been watching it for like such a long time, and when the series finally ends, you feel kind of like an emptiness. It's like you just feel sad. It's like when you read like a book, like you're really into it, and when it's over, you just kind of like, oh man, now what? I felt that way with Trailer Park Boys and Malcolm in the Middle and Raising Arizona. What else? What other shows kind of left me wanting more? Seinfeld for sure left me wanting more. But yeah, that's the way I'm gonna feel when Better Call Saul ends this summer because they're gonna come back pretty soon. And if you guys been watching Better Call Saul, the way it ended for the mid-season finale was like it was fucked up. But you know what, guys, I'm gonna. Like my voice is really dry today. I've been having like this dry cough. Have you guys been having this dry cough right now? Because I heard like some people have been going like they've been having this kind of issue with like a dry cough. I feel like I can't really catch my breath. Like, I went to the doctor last week and they said I'm fine. They're gonna send me to a specialist, which kind of stupid. I'm like, dude, you're the fucking specialist. You tell me what's wrong with me. And the guy didn't even look at my throat. Like he just said, I'm gonna send you to a specialist. Like, well, can't you look at my throat just for just fucking humor me? And like he got the fucking device and kind of like the half-ass thing. It was like, yeah, it's fine. And he's like, all right, Dick. So he gave me um, some allergy pills that I haven't picked up in CVS because I know they're not gonna work. But yeah, hold on. But you know what, guys? That is it for my update. Last week we had a podcast. We talked about my 20-year and high school reunion, just reliving, the old times. Just getting it off my back. Just letting it out there before I start moving on to, better things. But it was a good conversation. If you guys want to, feel nostalgic of back in the days, that's a good episode for you guys. But we're scheduling for the next episode of Casually Christian. We'll let you know once we lock a date and the guest. But the next one is gonna be a really good one. I'm gonna try to the only thing I'm gonna give out is that I'm gonna try to interview. I'm trying to get another comic book artist to interview. And once I secure that, I'll give you guys more information. Yeah, until then, please remember to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. We're trying to get 50 subscribers. We're almost there. Yeah, it's a little bit more. And well, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Have a safe 4th of July if you decide to do it. If you guys don't, whatever. At least you have the day off. But until then, don't blow off your finger. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.